Big game this weekend in the SEC East. Georgia, Tennessee. Georgia's absolutely loaded this year. Their defense is one of the top defenses in the SEC. They get all their suspended players finally back this weekend for this game. Bakari Rambo will be back. He's an animal for Georgia. Jarvis Jones is just a monster of a linebacker for those guys. Probably the best linebacker in the conference. He's completely impossible to stop. I don't know how we'll stop him. We'll have to put 5 guys on him to block him. I don't know how we're going to beat these guys. You know, General Neal, his maxims, and if you follow all of those maxims to a T, if you will, you should win every game. But there aren't enough maxims for Tennessee to handle the Georgia Bulldogs this week. I just don't see it. Last night we beat an Akron team that we should have beaten by 40 points at least. And we had to go deep into the fourth quarter to put them chumps away. So, you know, since they're going to play this game on paper, there's no way we win. Georgia will be probably a 2-touchdown favorite. We have no shot. Initially, I had planned to go to this game, but, you know, finances won't allow it. Why would I want to go to this game anyway? Why would I want to travel 5 hours to see my team lose to clearly a more superior football team? You know, it's so clear on paper that Georgia is a better football team than us. They have a better record. They have more talent. Some might say they have better coaching. You know, the jury's still out on that. We don't know how good or bad our coaching staff is. I think our coaching staff might be fine, but on paper right now they're not good. Derek Dooley has won 1 game outside of the state of Tennessee. Sometimes those paper surfaces, well, no, all the time those paper surfaces are impossible to play on, especially when you're the underdog and you have no chance. Aaron Murray has won some big games for Georgia. Tyler Bray has yet to win a big game for Tennessee. You know, on paper, Georgia could be one of the best teams in the country. Since they're playing this game on paper, I might not even watch it. Oh, wait! That's right! This damn game's not being played on paper, is it, boys? It's being played between some stupid-ass bushes that have no effect on the game. Tennessee's gonna slap on those damn beautiful white helmets with the orange power tee on either side and the beautiful orange stripe down the middle. And they're gonna go down to Athens, Georgia, and they're gonna stripe that bulldog ass. Let me tell you something. Football is not played on paper, boys. So all you cocky-ass Georgia fans that think you've got a national championship locked up just because you got a few good defensive players and because you beat a few scrub teams this year don't mean dick. I know right now Tennessee doesn't look like a team that should go into Athens and beat a Georgia football team that's ranked in the top 10. I know all the stats on Derek Dooley's record. I know what happened last week against Florida. That don't have shit to do with this ball game. Most people, they look at this game realistically and say, what chance does Tennessee have? I say Tennessee has a puncher's chance. And Tennessee's got a bunch of damn good punchers on this football team. Hey, look, Florida put an ass whooping on us for about 8 minutes last week. The rest of that game, we dominated their ass. Their fans know it and they know it. But the game's played for 60 minutes, not 52. I understand that. I get that. You have to play all 60 minutes. And I know this team can play 60 minutes. These boys know they can play 60 minutes. All they got to do is go play 60 freaking minutes. Last year, we weren't equipped to play 60 minutes. We went toe-to-toe with Georgia for a half. We went toe-to-toe with everybody for a half. Everybody, including Alabama, the national champion. You know, that game last year, 6-6 at halftime. Tide fans down there shitting their pants at halftime at that stadium. They knew they were probably going to roll us in the second half, and they did. Most Tennessee fans probably knew that, but for at least 30 minutes, they were shitting their pants. For 60 minutes in Athens this weekend, You Georgia fans are going to be shitting your pants saying, oh my God, what happened? You're not going to play a perfect game every game. We haven't played a perfect game yet. In fact, Tennessee hasn't played a perfect game since Derek Dooley's been there. They're due. They're long overdue. This team's tired of all the bullshit. They're tired of everybody talking about how they can't do this, how they can't do that. We don't have this, we don't have that. Well, they're going to go down to Athens Saturday, and they're going to show you punk-ass Georgia fucks who haven't won dick in 30-some years what an ass whooping feels like. They're going to stripe that Georgia ass. You know, a lot of you guys can't seem to make up your mind on here what you're going to do. Got one guy that came into the fold a few years ago, Koffel Kent, changed his name to Herschel Talker. Something happened along the way. I don't know if it was that ass beating we gave you guys a couple years ago up here. He quit making videos. Now all he does is leave smart-ass comments on videos. You got Junkyard Dog 47. He's on his 50th account. You know, he's about ready to make a comeback video. He's nothing but a troller on here. You got Mr. Big Dog 54, high and mighty college boy, has to do all his videos in the dark now. Can't never see his hands. Makes you wonder what's going on in the dark when he's drinking them Zeemers. You got Next Kobe, kid that's finally starting to grow up. You know, he's turned into a big soft giant, like you're like the black version of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You know, I'm not calling you fat. I'm just saying you're a big old soft dude. Come on, Kobe, a big old dude like you need to be playing football, son. Get your ass off of that Xbox and get out there and start hitting some people on the football field. You talk a mad game. Use that big ass frame of yours and get out there and level somebody. And you got Jack in Black, guy that disappeared on here for 3 years. Now he's back. I don't know if he's going to be back every week or not. The Dog Pound used to be tough, man. I used to really respect the Dog Pound. You guys used to talk some mad junk on here. And Magnum. I understand Magnum. You know, I understand a lot of people got a lot of stuff to do. It's tough getting out there working 2 or 3 jobs when you have to support yourself. I understand all that. But it's always an excuse with Magnum. I've been busy. I've been this. I've been that. Well, you wasn't too busy to piss on that hat, were you, son? Weren't too busy to come back when I called everybody out a few months ago asking where you were. You popped right up and made a video. I don't care if you make a video or not this week, Magnum. It don't really matter to me. In fact, if I was you, I'd stay in hiding because it's going to get ugly and it's going to be embarrassing. Tired of losing. I'm tired of seeing Tennessee lose to our rivals, Georgia, Florida, Alabama. I've already forgotten how many years in a row, if you add them all up, that it's been. It's getting up there close to my age. 8 years for Florida now. 5 for Alabama, whatever it is. 5, 6, 60. It feels like 160. 2 in a row for Georgia. We even lost to fucking Kentucky last year. You kidding me? This ain't a paper mill. The games are no longer played on paper. This Saturday, we're going to wad that piece of paper up that this game's supposed to be played on and shove it up your Georgia Bulldog asses. Believe that. Volunteer football players, are y'all ready? I'm fucking ready. God, I hate Georgia. It's all they do is talk. Go Vols. Plenty of hate coming this week.